Hey there, do you have at least an elementary understanding of what the solar system looks like? Well, if you do, then too bad, because I'm going to literally make no sense and talk about a solar system that's absolutely impossible for like 5 minutes. You know how other planets in the solar system are like round and cool looking and make sense? Well, one day I decided, what if that wasn't how it is, and instead, absolutely nothing made sense, and instead they're all just flat. Now, you may be thinking, oh, you've heard this one before. It's the flat earth theory. However, this is quite different, actually, I very much so assure you, as I, for some reason, as well decided that the earth will actually be round while every other planet is flat. Also, I just decided that the sun would also be flat just because. Here's a solar system, except it's proportionally and colorally inaccurate. And by that I mean the planets would be more spaced, and also I don't think there's any green planets in our solar system. Now, you might notice that in the image shown, you may notice a particularly bright light. That is what we consider to be the sun. However, in my solar system that I designed, that would be impossible. And let me explain to you why. Something about planets is that due to their immense gravity, they condense. And this as well happens in the sun. When it happens in the sun, it's called nuclear fusion. Now, here's our issue when we're looking at the sun. When it's flat, the sun can't actually produce nuclear fusion because it has no gravity. Assuming that the only gravity in the universe, due to the fact that all of the planets and the sun are entirely flat, means that they're not condensing themselves into a big globe, that would technically imply that there is no gravity in this universe other than from the Earth. Or to simplify it further, the sun doesn't have enough gravity to conclude with its nuclear fusion. Now, what could that mean? Well, what it'd mean is that there is no light in the solar system. This is because the sun's nuclear fusion is actually what produces the heat and light energy from the sun. So instead of having a nice and bright solar system that looks like my inaccurate model, instead we have a solar system that looks a lot more like this. I know, beautiful. It quite literally took me only one change to make a solar system that kills all life on Earth. But for the sake of fun, let's assume that the humans on Earth make a very big light that also produces heat and also probably requires an unending supply of energy. So just a couple of assumptions that the humans somehow managed to survive. Now, we can finally look at what the bright model of our new solar system would look like. It would look like this. Now, there's one detail I want to pay attention to, which is the fact that the Earth and the Sun would have to be in a geocentric model. This is to refer to different planets and the Sun all orbiting around the Earth as opposed to how it actually is in our solar system, where we're orbiting the sun. Now, I have a pointless theory about how this new solar system would work, and I have no claims to actually found it on, other than my intuition, so bear with me here. I'm going to use Mars for our example. I believe that due to the nature of Mars being flat alongside all other planets, it would actually be curving around the Earth. Hear me out. This is because the only gravity on this entire universe would be Earth, making the flat planet, maybe not as drastically shown in the image, would be the only source of gravity making the planet have to curve in towards it. Anyways, that's all I made for this project, so have fun and remember to brush your teeth tonight.